Well, that wasn't good. I promise you guys to be authentic about this as possible, and I know a lot of people give excuses of why they'd love to do something like this, even just go camping, but they give excuses of why they don't. And I could literally give you a really good excuse. I was out for right about 4.5 to 5 hours, just woke up because of that and how I have to deal with that. And just say, this isn't for me. I should not be doing this. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I have a really legitimate excuse. I could die out here. This is some crazy stuff up here. It's changed quite a bit since I've been here a couple years ago. Definitely a lot rockier. It's cool. So I pulled in the right time. There's a big group, probably about 15 Jeeps. And this just ended up being the perfect spot. And it just started hailing a little bit, or sleeting. Grapple is what we call that in Arizona. But yeah, we'll just wait here. Let these guys make sure they're all passed. So this trail had so many more obstacles on it. There was one section I thought I was gonna roll it.
I really did. I had to gun it. That thing started going over sideways, and I had to gun it to get the back tire back up on something solid. It was sketchy. Really sketchy. But, yeah, this is cool. My buddy Brian, Off-Grid Backcountry Adventures, turned me onto this spot. And it was supposed to be for fly fishing, and the river is down a pretty steep cliff, Brian. But the views, holy cow. I mean, we got mountain ranges over there. We got a massive mountain range cliff right in front of us. And you can hear the water down below. We're definitely going to be doing some fishing here. But man, I was hoping it was a little bit closer to the water, bro. Not as bad as I thought. I just looked at Onyx, and I could probably ride the e-bike down the trail down here and be right at the water, and then just do whatever. So beautiful views. Nobody else was parking here because this place was packed coming in, which I'm really surprised on a Monday. So, but man, this is stunning. Look at that. So I'm trying something new with Lily. Trying to figure out if I can get this. Don't try standing, just like you would if we were backpacking. Okay. Now this one, wait a minute, Stinker. This is just a test, so for this, I'm just gonna tie this in here. You're trying to help too much, Lily. Thank you. See, in order to make this work, I've got to cut this off of my backpack for a clip, and I want to see if it's going to even make sense. Can I carry all my gear in here, plus Lily? So that works. Well, I mean, it kind of works. She's back there. Now we'll go for a little walk here. See how things feel. This would probably be a little better with a kind of more of an external pack, and then something I could tie in to the pack itself for Lily. But she doesn't mind. She looks pretty good. I'll have to look at this and see what she looks like back there. How comfortable she looks. We'll see how this feels. I'd also be doing this in waders with wader shoes. So, I don't know. It's quite a bit. Wow. This creek is definitely promising. So in theory, the way this will work is once we get to the trail where we're going, without losing her. Here we go. So with clips, this one will be a little harder because it's not the clip right now. once we get to the trail, we're with the fish with clips. Now I can just put her on. Put this somewhere near the trail that I'm at. And then just, we've got her in her normal backpack that she's comfortable with. And yeah, now we can go fishing. So, I think it's gonna work. And we can just carry this around. You know, this has got protection, it's got bear spray, jacket, snacks. We'll have water, my gray all with me. But yeah, I think that'll work. Bike, it's not a problem. I just throw this on the bike and I wear her and we're good to go. Just making something to eat, but man, this just turned out to be a beautiful day. Just look at this. That's like everywhere, all the way around. Wow, gosh, I love this lifestyle. So blessed to be out here. It's amazing. Wow. I get out my binoculars and I'm constantly looking up there to see if I see any mountain goats or bighorn sheep. Come on, stick it. Find a place deep enough where I can get in without getting in, you know what I mean? This is just my coffee water that I'll take and filter. I wasn't able to fill up with water when I came up here, so I didn't know where to go in Leadville, so I just knew I was coming near a creek, so I'd use the water I could. There we go. We'll use our gray all and we'll filter. This is 2 gray alls, and that's 1 pot of coffee. Works for me. Can't wait to get in here and fish some of this water. I think we're gonna hit it tomorrow morning. Seems to be the best time. Less rain because Lily, I have no way of keeping her dry while I've got her on my back. So up inside. Good girl. There we go. So it's been raining half of today,
Still raining outside, thundering, all that good stuff. So on my way up here, I decided when I went to the grocery store, I was going to treat myself to something I haven't done in a long time, especially being on the road. And that is a frozen pizza. Yep. Red Baron frozen pizza. It's been so long since I've done one of these, I don't remember. Basically, it's preheating. You can see all the cloudiness, and as soon as all that cloudiness is gone, it's going to be pretty much preheated. This is definitely one of the things that's nice about having an oven when it's a day like this. And we'll also crank on the Starlink, and yeah, we'll watch a movie and have some pizza. The only thing missing is soda. Lily's looking for her. Okay. Well, looks like a pizza. Decided to watch the story of Lamborghini while it's raining outside with a frozen pizza.
But what better way to do it than in search of greatness? Why can't you believe in me?
I believe in what I can see.
So I brought the e-bike down here with me to come down here and take a look at some of this. Well, this is the one. I'm not sure. I mean, I can't see why this one would have dumped me sideways. Unless I dropped into this hole right here. You can kind of see how it is. But I shouldn't have done it. Because this would have came, I just would have came right up through here. Used those rocks there and came up through this. Unless I just tried to come up on this high side. And that hole is what dumped me right there. This guy here. And it's also very possible those are all new and somebody stacked these and that wasn't there, and this was the hole that I hit, which would explain why it almost dumped me sideways. I think those have been stacked by somebody. That would make sense. But we're gonna hike down here a little bit further. This is steep. I was really flying on the bike. This is gonna be fun. Try to go back up this. Well, here goes nothing. Woo! This is steep. Woo! Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's see what this thing can do on motor. Because, yeah, I can't do this by myself. Holy cow. Whoa! Woo!
my goodness. On motor with the thumb throttle, that just ripped up that hill. I'm gonna try some pedaling now. Man, I wish this was getting this. This is too bumpy. This is 4. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Woo. Oh my goodness. Trying to convince Lily. She was thankful she wasn't on the backpack on that ride. Are you buying it? Are you glad you stayed here? Probably not. She probably whined.
Well, that wasn't good. I promise you guys to be authentic about this as possible, and I know a lot of people give excuses of why they'd love to do something like this, even just go camping, but they give excuses of why they don't. And I could literally give you a really good excuse. Ride was very exerting, was really uphill, big rocks, and when I got back within 5 minutes, I had basically 1-inch hives all over my entire back of my leg and my foot. When that happens, it can spread very quickly if I don't take care of it. So what I take is massive doses of Benadryl. Take 2 ounces of Children's to get it in my system really fast, and then I take 2 slow release capsules, and then I undress and I get in bed and I fall asleep. And it's been 5 hours now, and I'm back up. I'm very groggy still, and I will be probably for the rest of the day. So, you know, I have to take that into consideration, whatever I do while I'm out here. But yeah, it keeps me from exploring new boundaries and pushing my body to do things. When it happens, I have to completely go blank. I can't think about it. I can't think of the consequences of it. I can't think that I take enough. I can't think of any of those things. I literally just need to lay down and shut my mind off, so that it can pass. I can fall asleep and then it can pass. And you know, the thing is, honestly, it's like one day I might not wake up from it, and that'll just be it. You know, when it happens, I have to address it immediately. If I don't address it immediately, if I take time to do this and do that and do this before I can get into bed, it exponentially spreads very quickly. It's put me in the hospital twice before I started this journey. It was happening while I was at work, and I'm pretty sure I was just overexerting myself in the Arizona, you know, basically desert where we lived. I lived up in Chino Valley near Prescott. It wasn't as bad as Phoenix, but yeah, so that's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of having to deal with this, but I'm blessed and fortunate that I do have something that I can take that doesn't cost me a lot of money, to continue to live this lifestyle out on the road. And yeah, I just deal with it. And that's one of the reasons why I built this rig the way that I built it. You know, I had a 1966 Jeepster Commando. with a custom built trailer that I built on the back, and I used that for camping prior to doing this. I sold all that to fund this because I knew because of these attacks I would need to be someplace I could close all the drapes really fast, shut myself in here, and go to sleep, and have the bed already ready to go. I didn't have to make the bed. I don't have to do anything. I just go up there and go to sleep. So yeah, don't let your limitations keep you from doing the things that are really in your heart to do. I guess is my best word of advice with what I deal with and being out here. I promise you guys to be authentic as possible. That is one of the things that I deal with on a constant basis. And I have to think about that when I'm going to do something like climb down a mountain to go fly fishing. Am I going to be able to make it back up? I have to keep these things with me at all times when I'm away from the camper. Like if I'm hiking or I'm biking or anything like that, I have to keep this stuff with me. One of the reasons I got the e-bike with the throttle is that doesn't exert much energy.
Well, Lily and I are going to try to traipse down and get to the river. See if I can do this with my pole all attached. It's going to be a little tough. How you doing, Lily? Good? One thing I should not have done, these are corkers. They have removable soles. You can change the pads on the bottom. And I had my cleats on, my titanium cleats, and I should have left them on. I figured they'd be just really difficult to walk in though, so I removed them. That was a bad decision. I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. Man, that wind came through, that got dicey. There is nothing hitting, and I am not seeing hardly any, well, now I'm seeing a bunch of mosquitoes. Wasn't seeing very many earlier. I'm gonna try a little sight fishing, just down in these small little pools, just kind of working my way down instead of working my way up, which is normally how I would work the river. But yeah, I'm just going to try to float it along these pools as I go down and see how that works. This isn't working very well. It's not really working either way. Well, that's it. We're going to call it. I'm not even getting bites, and I'm not seeing anything in the water. The water's pretty clear. So, and for my on-the-road favorite, third cup, calls for milk. I use water because I don't carry milk.
step. Really need to get a mixing bowl. That would be very helpful, especially glass, so it's a lot easier to clean. It's like most of the time I don't do this kind of stuff is because of cleaning everything. And I try to only do this kind of stuff when I'm near water, like river or something like that, so I don't use a lot to clean. Which we're close to a river, so that works. Keep my pans clean, and this would also help with a doing this, pouring this would help with a mixing bowl with a spout on it. This makes it very difficult. There's that stuff. One of the things in a small space that I try to do a lot of is whenever I cook anything or do anything like that, I try to immediately clean it. For one, it takes a lot less water if you do that. Yeah, just takes a lot less water if you do that, and it's a little easier to get off the utensils. We'll see how the stove does at 11,000 feet, or 11,000 plus. That'll be interesting. Okay. And we'll try 7 and 7 minutes. Let's see how that goes. That is the halfway mark. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. Ooh. What I'm also trying to do here while I'm cooking this, the heat comes out of these vents here from the stove. So I've got chicken that I forgot to thaw out, and I like to have butter with my cornbread, and it needs to soften up. So I'm using this plate. It's just kind of like a warming plate while this is going, and hopefully that helps thaw things out for dinner, because it's already 5:30 and I'm starting to get hungry. I should have thawed things out sooner. Yummy. Here you go, Stinker. Yeah, good stuff, huh?